Cancer season has just begun, so watch this video to find out your horoscope for Cancer season. Hello and welcome back to the Be the Hero channel. My name's Isabelle and I help you understand who you are using personality typing and astrology. Now, before I dive into your Cancer season horoscope and just an in-depth overview of what Cancer season is truly about, hit the link in the description below to get your very own, drum roll please, because I have my hoodie all messed up. My horoscope made me do it hoodie. If you like astrology, you need one of these hoodies. You can also get it as a t-shirt, but let me tell you, not only is Cancer season about finding emotional support, but oftentimes the best way to do so can be through physical security, as Cancer very much is about. So you need one of these hoodies for Cancer season. Link is in the description below. You can get it as a t-shirt if you want, but you know, the hoodies are insanely comfortable. So today is June 21st and it marks the beginning of Cancer season. Now recently we had the sun in Gemini, and if you don't know, Cancer season refers to when the sun is in the sign of Cancer. So the sun in astrology really just shows our general tendencies, is how I like to think of it. It also represents the ego self, so it is often how people generally perceive us and how we generally perceive ourselves and how we interact with the world. It can also show what some of our ego responses are. But with the sun current transits, it really just shows the general theme and what we are being charged with at the time. Think of the sun as the giver of all life. It is responsible for nurturing all life in nature. It is our daylight. It is everything. The sun is everything. And so with the sun in the sign of Cancer, there is an overall theme for us to focus on emotional security and nurturing ourselves and nurturing other people. At the same time, we are all being charged with an energy, or we're being charged more and more, but the more we focus on our sense of emotional security. Cancer season is a time for us to realize that we can't pour from an empty cup. And so we are all inspired to focus on taking care of ourselves in the sense of our emotional well-being before we go around trying to emotionally support other people. And by doing so, we can form better nurturing relationships with other people. So during Cancer season, you might find yourself needing to spend more time alone, nurturing yourself in ways that you didn't used to, getting back to a self-care practice, allowing yourself to feel more of your feelings. You might be taking up journaling or just letting yourself cry more. Whatever it is, there's a call for us to emotionally nurture ourselves. And also, by doing so, we can find ourselves forming deeper, more emotionally supportive relationships with other people. Depending on what house this happens in for you will change how Cancer season affects you. But overall, all of us are going to be experiencing a deeper connection to our emotions and a deeper connection to other people in response to forming a better relationships with ourselves. Cancer is the archetype of the crab, or represented by the crab. And the crab has a hard shell exterior and is known for moving in a very non-linear sideways fashion along the sand and along the ocean floor. And this very much represents the nature of Cancer. We want to oftentimes lead a life with a hard shell to make sure we are protecting our soft inside. Oftentimes I refer to people who have strong Cancer aspects, specifically a Cancer moon, as sensitive sweethearts. They have a big, warm heart that wants to take care of everyone. But first and foremost, they take care of themselves. And so they have a strong, hard shell, or at least need to form one, in order to cultivate that emotional security so that they can give to other people. And they might move through life in a very non-linear fashion. And this is because Cancer is a water sign. So not only are they emotionally in tune, but they are driven by their emotions in their actions. So during this time of Cancer season, we might find ourselves more driven by our emotions, wanting to act in a way that provides us a sense of emotional security and emotional support. And this is something to be embraced. Depending on what your dominant signs are in your chart, if you have a lot of air energy or fire energy, you're going to feel really out of your box during this time, and that is okay. but know that for navigating these times. So if you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Cancer season is going to feel very at home for you, and you are called to focus on your emotional well-being, especially if you have a Cancer moon. Doing things that provide you a sense of emotional support and help you feel really connected to your sense of self is most important for you during this time. If you have a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is a focus for you on your sense of self-worth. Knowing and remembering what makes you who you are and owning that is going to be very important for you. And also just simply making time to support yourself, be there emotionally for yourself, will provide you a stronger sense of worth and potentially even your finances. Another interpretation of the Gemini's horoscope for Cancer season could be you're focusing on your money during this time, and nurturing other people could bring you more monetary success. If you are a Gemini, luckily for you, you still have quite a few aspects or planets in Gemini, including Mercury in Gemini, and this will help you navigate this emotionally wishy-washy energy that you're not used to. If you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Cancer season is a focus for you on cultivating emotional security and emotional connections with your everyday environment. Also noticing, too, how much you allow yourself to be emotionally expressive and emotionally in tune in your day-to-day life. Do you often default to an emotionless, detached attitude in your communication style every day? Are you emotionally aware of yourself every day? Now's the time for you to focus on the places you go every day, the people you talk to every day, and the way you talk to them. And see if you can bring a deeper sense of emotional connection both to yourself and with other people. If you have a Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is a call for you to focus on your home. Cancer is interacting in the fourth house, or Cancer season happens for you in your fourth house of home and family, which is its home house that it wants to be in. So during this time, focus on your sense of family. What does family mean to you? And nurture your familial connections. However, do so not from an empty cup, because if you interact with other people with the idea of filling them up from an empty cup, you're not going to be able to do much. And Aries, we don't want you to become aggressive or frustrated. So nurture yourself in order to nurture your home and your family. If you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this happens in your fifth house. And so, excuse my computer. If you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is a call for you to focus on how emotionally connected you are in the sense of play. Oftentimes we can think of the fifth house as play and passion and romance, which it is, and it can be hard to think about how the emotional Cancer archetype can fit into that. And there's simply an idea that you need to connect with your emotional body as you move and create and express. Oftentimes we focus on the romance aspect of astrology when it comes to the fifth house. And the fifth house is also about creative expression. So if you have a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, during Cancer season, you are called to focus on expressing yourself in a way that is emotionally connected and emotionally expressive. Express yourself emotionally. And when it comes to your relationships, see if you can allow yourself to be more emotionally expressive as well. If you have an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, now's the time for you to focus on how much you pay attention to your emotions when it comes to taking care of yourself. Do you tend to default for your self-care with tasks and planners and making sure that you focus on the intellectual side of things, which is natural as an Aquarius, or do you make time for emotional nurturance? Now's the time for you to focus on implementing more emotional self-care into your self-care routine. If you have a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Cancer season happens in your opposing 7th house. Now's the time for you, go-getter Capricorn, to focus on cultivating emotional intimacy and emotional connection in your relationships. You can only connect as deeply with your partner as you're connected with yourself. So make sure you're nurturing yourself and then connect with your partner in an emotional way. How can you make them feel more emotionally secure? How are you emotionally secure? Are you looking to your partner for emotional security? How can you cultivate a sense of emotional security with yourself and then in turn provide that and be that for your partner in a healthy, independent way rather than a codependent way. Sagittarius, Cancer season is focused for you on your 8th house of intimacy. So when it comes to intimacy, both with yourself, with life, and with others, how much do you incorporate a sense of emotional safety in that? When it comes to sexuality and sexual acts, are you forming an emotionally safe space, and are you being provided with an emotionally safe space? When it comes to your desires for life, not only is the 8th house about sexual intimacy, it's also just about our deeper desires, which could be a passionate desire, which plays out in life rather than in the bedroom. Do you allow yourself to seek things that make you feel emotionally supported? Do you have a desire for emotional security that you are not allowing yourself to embrace? Sagittarius, we know you're always on the go and chasing life and pursuing things, but you also deserve to relax every now and then, to be emotionally supported and emotionally support yourself. If you are a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, this happens in your 9th house. So now, first and foremost, as I like to interpret with astrology, 9th house represents two things: physical and mental exploration. And oftentimes a lot of us aren't able to physically explore. However, I am still going to say that for Scorpios, sun, moons, or rising, during Cancer season, you are called to travel in a way that nurtures your soul. And if you cannot do that, focus on expanding your mindset and learning things that help you nurture yourself and become emotionally aware of yourself. But if you can make time to travel, if you can get yourself near new bodies of water, that is what I recommend the most for people who have a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising during Cancer season. Overall, you are called to learn, expand, and experience new things that will make you feel more emotionally connected to yourself. If you have a Libra, sun, moon, or rising, the Cancer season happens in your 10th house, which is all about your career. So during this time, you probably feel called to focus on your career and balance how much you give to other people in your job versus how much you take care of yourself in your job. Are you so busy providing for everyone else that you're not taking care of yourself, and are you pouring from an empty cup? Now's the time for you to cultivate your sense of emotional security, nurture yourself, and then in turn, you can nurture other people better. If you have a Libra, sun, moon, or rising, Cancer season is focused for you on your community. Nurture yourself to nurture your community better. How can you be a supporter in your community? How can you take care of your community more? Does your community take care of you? Now, Virgo, you're used to being selfless, but during this time, make sure that you're surrounded by people who take care of you. Not even just in halfway decent ways, but in truly nurturing ways that make you feel emotionally supported. And finally, if you have a Leo, sun, moon, or rising, this is a call for you to reflect, which Leo, we know you want to be out in the world, and with Venus retrograde in Leo, it's harder for you to do so. And Mars in Leo tells you that you just want to go out there and play. But now's the time for you to reflect on your beliefs around rest, beliefs around nurturing. Do you believe you deserve to be nurtured? Do you believe that you deserve emotional support? During Cancer season, you're called to spend time alone, spend time in your minds, and connect to your feelings. If this video helped you understand your horoscope and what you need to know about Cancer season, let me know in the comments below. And if you still feel that you're missing the big picture on how Cancer season is going to affect you, hit the link in the description below to book a 30-minute reading with me where we can talk about how Cancer season is going to affect you and how you should navigate it based on your unique birth chart. After all, we each have a different chart, and so the stars will affect each of us in a very, very, very different way. So hit the link in the description below to get an exclusive reading where you can learn how Cancer season will affect you. Link is in the description below. While you're down there, check out the free birth chart workbook if you have not yet already grabbed it, and look at the Making Mindfulness Fun bundle where you can access all 30 of our workbooks and courses on astrology and self-discovery for only $30. That's $1 per course per workbook, and there's so many workbooks in there that'll help you get in touch with your emotions and provide yourself emotional security, which during Cancer season, this is the best time for you to get this bundle. So grab it now and get exclusive access to any new workbooks that drop in the bundle as well, and get lifetime access to 30 workbooks and courses on astrology and more. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sincerely hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to stay tuned for more videos breaking down the upcoming transits and the daily astrology. Once again, my name is Isabelle, and from my heart to yours, namaste.